Have you ever felt that no matter how much you have, true satisfaction always slips through your fingers? In a world driven by material desires and endless pursuits, it's easy to become trapped in the cycle of wanting more. But what if the secret to a wealthier, more fulfilling life isn't found in accumulating possessions, but in learning to let go? In this video, we'll explore how releasing material attachments can lead to real contentment and abundance. Imagine freeing yourself from the stress of constantly chasing after the next big thing, and embracing a life of simplicity and purpose. How much more peaceful would life be if you could find joy in what you already have? Stay with me, as we uncover the transformative power of non-attachment, and discover how it can bring not only emotional freedom, but a deeper sense of true wealth. Materialism has become an integral part of modern society, shaping our habits, desires, and even our sense of identity. We are constantly bombarded with advertisements and social media feeds showcasing luxurious lifestyles and the latest trends. The message is clear: to be happy, successful, or fulfilled, you must have more. This relentless pursuit of possessions fosters a culture where self-worth is measured by what you own, rather than who you are. However, this cycle comes at a cost. Studies show that those who prioritize material wealth often experience higher levels of stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. It's a paradox: while possessions promise comfort and status, they often leave us feeling more isolated and unfulfilled. The momentary thrill of acquiring something new fades quickly, replaced by the urge to chase the next item. This never-ending loop creates a disconnect from what truly brings joy and peace, connection, purpose, and gratitude. Imagine a cluttered home filled with items that once sparked excitement but now sit unused, gathering dust. The mental and emotional toll of living this way is heavy, leading many to feel trapped in a cycle of wanting and regretting. This chapter sets the stage for understanding why letting go of material attachments isn't just a philosophical idea, but a necessary step toward living a life of freedom and true abundance. To break free from the cycle of materialism, we need to understand the concept of non-attachment. Non-attachment isn't about living without possessions or renouncing all comforts, it's a mindset shift. It means recognizing that your sense of worth and happiness doesn't come from what you own but from who you are and how you engage with the world around you. At its core, non-attachment is about embracing the present moment without clinging to the material elements that often cloud it. Rooted in various philosophical and spiritual traditions, especially Buddhism, non-attachment teaches that craving leads to suffering. When we constantly desire more, we become slaves to that longing. However, when we shift our focus from having to being, we open up space for peace and fulfillment. It's not about stripping your life bare but learning to appreciate what you have without letting it define you. Think of it like holding a handful of sand. If you clutch it tightly, it slips through your fingers. But if you hold it gently, you can admire and feel it without losing it. This is the essence of non-attachment, allowing yourself to experience life fully without being controlled by your possessions. With this new perspective, we can explore how letting go can lead not only to emotional freedom but also to a richer, more meaningful life. To illustrate the transformative power of non-attachment, let's delve into the story of Sarah, a successful marketing executive. For years, Sarah's life was defined by her accomplishments and the material rewards that came with them. A new car, luxury handbags, the latest gadgets, these were her symbols of success. But beneath the polished exterior, Sarah felt a nagging emptiness. Each new purchase brought fleeting joy, but the void remained. The turning point came when Sarah faced a personal crisis. Her company underwent major downsizing, and she lost her job. Suddenly, the identity she had built on her achievements and possessions began to crumble. With bills piling up and no income to sustain her lifestyle, Sarah was forced to confront her attachment to material wealth. It was in this challenging moment that she discovered the concept of non-attachment. Sarah started by reassessing her priorities and decluttering her home, parting with items that no longer added value to her life. This process wasn't just physical, it was deeply emotional. With each item she let go of, Sarah felt lighter, more at peace. She began to find joy in simpler things: a quiet morning walk, meaningful conversations, and the freedom from the pressure of always needing more. Through this journey, Sarah learned that true wealth wasn't in the things she owned but in the moments she experienced and the relationships she nurtured. Her story is a powerful reminder that letting go doesn't lead to less, it opens up a world of more peace, more presence, and more authentic happiness. Embracing non-attachment can open doors to a more fulfilling life, full of benefits that go beyond what we initially expect. One of the most immediate and powerful outcomes is the reduction of stress. When we release the pressure to constantly acquire and maintain possessions, we create mental space and peace. The weight of needing to keep up starts to dissipate, replaced by a calmer, more balanced approach to living. Another significant benefit is financial freedom. By letting go of material attachments, we spend less on unnecessary items and make more conscious choices. This shift allows resources to be allocated to experiences that bring genuine joy, like travel, learning new skills, or spending time with loved ones. Financial worries decrease when we're not caught in the cycle of overconsumption, leading to a greater sense of security and stability. Non-attachment also strengthens relationships. When our focus shifts from external validation to inner fulfillment, we become more present with the people around us. We engage in conversations more deeply, listen without distractions, and build connections that are rooted in genuine interest, not comparisons or envy. The result is more meaningful interactions and a stronger support system. Lastly, practicing non-attachment fosters gratitude. By appreciating what we already have and detaching from the desire for more, we learn to find joy in the present moment. This awareness enhances daily life, making even simple experiences richer and more satisfying. These cumulative benefits, reduced stress, financial freedom, deeper relationships, and heightened gratitude, form the foundation of a truly wealthier life, grounded not in possessions but in authentic, lasting fulfillment. Transitioning to a life of non-attachment begins with small, manageable steps. The journey might seem daunting at first, but by breaking it down into practical actions, it becomes not only achievable but empowering. The first step is to declutter a small space in your home. Choose an area like a desk drawer, a closet shelf, or a corner of a room. Evaluate each item and ask yourself, does this truly add value to my life? If the answer is no, consider donating or discarding it. Starting small builds confidence, and makes the process less overwhelming. Shift your focus from buying to experiencing. The next time you feel the urge to purchase something, pause and ask yourself what feeling you're trying to satisfy. Instead of buying more, invest in activities that create lasting memories, like a day with family, a class that fuels your passion, or a quiet moment in nature. This shift helps you reconnect with the core of what brings happiness, things that can't be bought. Incorporate gratitude practices into your daily routine. Gratitude is a powerful tool in fostering non-attachment. By taking a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're thankful for, you train your mind to focus on abundance instead of lack. Whether it's journaling or mentally listing things you appreciate before bed, this simple act can transform your outlook over time. Finally, practice mindfulness during moments of craving. When you find yourself wanting something new, pause and acknowledge the desire without judgment. Sit with it, and notice how it changes or diminishes with time. This practice helps you build awareness of your patterns and reduces impulsive decisions. Remember, letting go is a journey, not a one-time event. By integrating these steps into your life, you'll gradually experience the freedom and contentment that come with non-attachment. Embracing non-attachment comes with its own set of challenges and misconceptions. One common concern is the fear of missing out, FOMO. People worry that by letting go of material pursuits, they'll be left behind in a society that values the latest trends and possessions. It's important to remember that non-attachment doesn't mean rejecting all comforts or pleasures, it's about shifting your relationship with them. You can still enjoy nice things, but your happiness isn't dependent on owning them. Another misconception is that non-attachment leads to a life of sacrifice and deprivation. On the contrary, many who practice non-attachment find their lives become richer and more meaningful. This is because they start to appreciate the essence of what they have, finding joy in experiences rather than objects. Letting go doesn't strip life of color, it adds depth by removing the noise that often distracts from what truly matters. The journey can also be met with resistance, both internally and from others. Friends and family who don't understand the concept may question your choices or even feel judged by your lifestyle shift. It's crucial to approach non-attachment with compassion and balance, making it clear that your changes are personal and not a commentary on others' lifestyles. To navigate these challenges, remember that non-attachment is a gradual process. You don't need to change everything overnight. Start with small steps, maintain an open mind, and be patient with yourself as you adjust. By understanding and addressing these common fears and misconceptions, the path to a simpler, more fulfilling life becomes clearer and more attainable. Hearing from people who have walked this path can make the concept of non-attachment feel more achievable and relatable. Take the story of Mark, a former tech executive who spent years climbing the corporate ladder and accumulating status symbols along the way. Despite his success, he often felt anxious and dissatisfied, unable to pinpoint why his achievements weren't bringing him the contentment he expected. It wasn't until he started simplifying his life, decluttering his home, reducing his workload, and focusing on time with his family, that he discovered a profound sense of peace. Mark now shares that his wealth isn't in his possessions but in the moments he cherishes and the freedom he feels daily. Another powerful example is Lisa, a single mother who was overwhelmed by the pressure of providing the latest toys and gadgets for her children. She realized that her constant need to keep up was more about societal expectations than genuine need. Lisa began practicing non-attachment by teaching her children the value of experiences over objects. Family movie nights, outdoor adventures, and creative activities became their new norm. Not only did this shift reduce her financial stress, but it also strengthened her bond with her children, creating memories far more valuable than any toy. These testimonials reveal a common theme: the process of letting go doesn't lead to less, it opens doors to more. More time, more peace, and more authentic connections with oneself and others. Real stories like Mark's and Lisa's demonstrate that non-attachment is not just an abstract concept but a practical, life-enhancing approach anyone can adopt. As we draw closer to the conclusion of this journey, it's time to turn inward and reflect. Have you ever paused to think about what possessions or habits you might be holding onto that no longer serve you? Take a moment to ask yourself, what is one thing I can start letting go of today that would make space for more peace and joy in my life? These questions are not meant to challenge you, but to inspire introspection and gentle change. Consider sharing your thoughts or first steps in the comments below. By doing so, you join a community of people who are on similar journeys, seeking a life that is less defined by material possessions and more by meaningful experiences. Your story could be the encouragement someone else needs to take their first step toward non-attachment. Remember, the process of letting go is unique for everyone. Some might start by decluttering their homes, while others might choose to shift their mindset first. No matter where you begin, the most important part is to take that first step. Engaging with these reflections helps reinforce the lessons shared and deepens your commitment to living a richer, more fulfilling life. As we wrap up this exploration of non-attachment, remember that true wealth is not measured by what you have but by the peace you cultivate within. Letting go of material attachments is a journey that may start small but leads to profound transformation. I encourage you to take one step today, whether it's reevaluating your possessions, shifting your focus to experiences, or practicing gratitude for the simple moments. If this video resonated with you, consider sharing it with someone who might also be seeking freedom from the weight of materialism. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that inspires mindfulness, simplicity, and emotional fulfillment. Your journey doesn't end here, it's only just beginning. Embrace the power of letting go, and watch how your life transforms as you make space for peace, joy, and true contentment. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, abundance is found not in what we cling to, but in what we release. Until next time, take care and continue to seek the wealth that comes from within.